I'm going to share an experience with you that I had the other day. I just walked in from the backyard, and on the TV was what looked like to be a movie or a new TV show. As I watched, there were three people driving down a road on a beautiful day, having this great conversation and just having a great drive. The younger brother of the car's driver was playing a game on his smartphone with his earbuds in and totally oblivious to anything happening outside of his world. The two ladies in the front seat were talking and just enjoying the great day. Then the passenger started looking at her messages on her phone when the driver took a second to look at the messages on her phone. And that's when it happened. The driver did not notice the stop sign. They ran through it, and then bam, a huge semi-truck slams into them, and there is breaking glass and metal. The next thing you see is that the car got knocked off the overpass and is lying on its side about 100 feet below the overpass. Wow. Then I realized that this was a no texting while driving commercial. This is a new type of high-impact campaign of commercial series showing why not to text and drive. The topic of my presentation is that cell phones should never be used while driving. While many people in one group, including the law, are doing everything in their powers to stopping people from using cell phones while they are driving. And then there's the other group. This group wants to use their phones while driving, and they believe that the other group does not have the right to tell them that they cannot use their mobile phone while they are driving. I am going to discuss the concerns of why one group of people thinks that mobile phones should never be used while driving. They believe it is very dangerous to do so, that the innocent people can get hurt along with the possibility of injury and death, while the other group believes that they are highly capable of being a safe driver when using a mobile phone while driving. The mobile phone has become such a luxury and a convenience to use no matter where you are at or what you are doing. While many people do realize that there is much controversy over using the mobile phone to talk or text while driving, they somehow feel that this does not include or affect them, as noted in an article called Talking and Texting Among Teenage Drivers, a Glass Half Empty or Half Full. Despite the dangers and illegality, there is a continued prevalence of texting while driving amongst young Australian drivers. And there is also the manufacturers of mobile phones touting new tools and aids to make the mobile phone even easier and safer to use while driving, such as hands-free, and actually building the phone systems and navigation systems into the vehicle itself. As noted in an article called Promoting the Car Phone Despite Risk, they stated, and the newest phone let people do many tasks at once. People of all ages have admitted to using their phone to talk or text while driving, as noted by this article from the Royal Automobile Club Foundation, stating that as many as 45% of drivers admitted to texting while driving, and nearly a quarter of this group has been called multitasking media maestros who send and receive text in free-flowing traffic. People of all ages are using their mobile phones while driving, as stated in this article called Texting and Accessing the Web While Driving. Traffic citations and crashes among young adult drivers states that they found that more than 20% of the drivers, including 51% of the ages between 16 and 19 years old, and another 22% of the ages between 35 and 44, are using mobile phones while driving. As the younger people have grown up with a mobile phone, as they cannot remember being without one, so the more comfortable they feel talking and texting on the mobile phone while they are driving, as noted in this article stating 45% of teens report using a cell phone in some capacity during their most recent trip. This group feels that texting while driving shouldn't be banned. It can be dangerous if you aren't careful, but choosing to use a mobile phone and drive at the same time is a decision people should be able to make for themselves. Using mobile phones while driving isn't dangerous enough for the government to get involved with regulating it. Also, police have more important things to focus on than trying to catch people who use mobile phones while driving. The other group reports that there are many factors attributing to the reason that you should not use a mobile phone while driving. The first factor is that talking and texting on your phone can get overwhelmingly emotional, and the driver can basically forget that he's driving down the road. As stated in this article called Driven to Distraction, Lindsay Harden had just turned 18 years old and was looking forward to graduation in 6 months when her world turned upside down. After fighting with her boyfriend one cold January morning, she stormed out on him. The fight continued by her and him text messaging as she drove away. We were feuding through text, she recalls. More factors include the dangers that can happen because of mobile phone while driving. As stated in this article called Texting Can Kill, a recent study found that texting takes the driver's attention away from the road for about 4.6 seconds at 55 miles per hour. That's enough time to travel the length of a football field. And as stated in this article called Texting Can Kill, when Reggie was 19, his attitude changed forever. His texting caused accident. 2 men were killed. The hardest thing for me now is waking up every morning knowing I took 2 lives, he says. One stupid message changed my life and the lives of many other people. In an article called Association Between Cellular Telephone Calls and Motor Vehicle Collisions states the use of cellular telephones in motor vehicles is associated with a quadrupling of the risk of a collision during the brief period of a call. Of all the age groups who use mobile phones while driving, the highest percentage falls in the young adult age group. This is an age group that includes people that are still in high school. This group is less experienced in how to handle hazardous road conditions and emotional crises than the other age groups. With that being said, no matter, it only takes a second or two with your eyes and concentration off the road for bad accidents to happen. With these above factors added in, the driver may forget momentarily that he is even driving on the road, and compounding the factors that something bad may happen. In conclusion, thinking about the group that believes they are not bothering or hurting anybody, and the fact that they believe they have a right to use their mobile phones, and other group that is providing facts and laws along with commercial campaigns showing the danger in using mobile phones while driving. I will also assure you that the group that believes that mobile phones should not be used when driving because of the possibility of danger far outweighs the needs and wants of the group that still uses their mobile phones while driving. I am definitely a believer for individual rights, but this decision becomes an issue of being responsible to yourself and to others. When you can honestly consider the facts and reasons that we have just discussed about why you should not use a mobile phone while driving and how the chances of the possibility that something bad will happen is more than doubled by using a mobile phone while driving. The choice should be very easy to make. Thank you.